Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is April 14th, 2021. This is episode 271. We're looking at the Joker today. This is number 2 from DC. I believe this is part of the Infinite Frontier in issue number 1, but they're not showing that on this. We also have an additional feature in here featuring Punchline. So quick look at the cover. It's kind of just a mishmash. Now, the other cover, the variant cover, at least one of the variant covers is really pretty cool looking. But this one's just kind of eh. And what we're going to find out is it's pretty much a recap of the first issue. And actually, we should be calling this James Gordon, not the Joker, because it seems to be revolving solely around James Gordon. Okay, they expand a little bit on this, but like I said, we revisit a lot of the things that we had seen in the past. Let me see if I get to the credits here. Here we go. Credits are in the back on this. The writer on this is James Tynion IV. Guillaume March is the artist. And Erith Prianto is on colors. Letters is Tom Napatolona? Something like that. Sorry about that, Tom. And let's see who the editor on this was, if there was one. Oh, not seeing one. Okay, not sure. Oh yeah, Ben Abernath. Okay, so with that, this is called the Clown, or the next issue is called the Clown Hunt. This is called, I'm not even sure what this one's called. It's chapter 4, so we had 3 chapters in the first one. This is a $5.99 book, and it just starts recapping what James Gordon had gone through in the first issue, but it adds a few other things, because he has been hired by this woman to hunt down the Joker and kill him, basically. They're going to pay him $25 million, and he is going to have all his expenses paid while he does this job. Now, he's said yes to it pretty much in his head. However, he's has this internal fight about killing the Joker. He's got a lot of reasons to want him dead, but he's still got that thing going on with what Batman has too, the sense of doing the right thing. But he does want to take Joker down. So all these little boxes here are James Gordon narrating his thoughts. Then we get to this experiment going on in this woman, and this is taking place in Santa Prisca, which is Bane's birthplace, if you're familiar with that. And I don't know if these are Bane's cronies or what, but they're doing an experiment to change this woman into some kind of fighting beast as well and send her after the Jokers. And then we get this other glimpse here of these people. These people are in Texas, and they're actually eating humans. So Texas is getting another story written about it, totally fictional, taking place in Hooper County, Texas. So this one is Santa Prisca, which is fictitious. It's an island in the Caribbean, and this one's in Hooper, Texas County, and that one is also fictitious as well. Then we get Batman visiting James, and they just kind of talk about the whole tracking down Joker, and he's asking Batman for help, and Batman agrees, but he wants like updates all the time. James Gordon asks for things like Batman's phone number for full use of the Bat computer, and also access to Oracle, which is Barbara Gordon. But he knows that. He's kind of figured all these things out. So after Batman leaves, he starts talking with Barbara about everything. And then we are back Not quite sure where this is exactly. Oh, this is back where, this is the resort where Joker's at. It's like in Aruba or somewhere like that. Belize, Aruba, somewhere in the Caribbean. And you can see Joker's living it up. He loves this place. It's, I guess there's a number of these facilities throughout the world that take care of criminals. However, he has crossed a criminal, and so there's other criminals that want him dead. So this gentleman here, his name is Desmond. Desmond is asking the Joker to please leave this facility. There's people that want you dead, and it's going to spoil the resort's name. And the Joker kind of fights back a little on Desmond, who looks a little bit like Hitlerish, so I'm not sure if that's supposed to be something that's going on with him as well. But maybe they'll come up with that in future issues. Get an ad for death metal. Then we are back with Jim meeting Barbara in person this time, having a cup of hot cocoa. Now there's all this little chit chat. It's almost like too much. It's almost too unbearable. There's not a lot of action in this, as you can see so far. But she's saying she will not help him kill Joker, but will help him as much as she can. Okay. So then we're back in Texas, and we find out that this group of cannibals, rich group, had somebody in Arkham, and Arkham got burned down during the Joker wars because of the Joker, and one of their family members was killed. So they want to exact revenge on Joker by bringing him back to Texas and eating him alive, which I don't know who'd want to eat the Joker, because he is marinated, but it's not in a nice marination sauce. It's kind of whatever that from the chemical plant. Then we have this woman finally emerging. They really don't show it. But she puts a mask on and says the Joker is the enemy, and so that's where that one ends. And finally, we get this last one. This is the woman that hired James Gordon to go kill, and you can see they're all wearing these masks, so it's some other kind of cult or something. I'm not quite sure. I guess they'll reveal it. So no real action here. A lot of talking, a lot of recap of the first one, a lot of the recap of whether it's right to kill someone or not. Yeah, I mean, the writing's real good. The art's pretty decent. And there's some interesting things going on, but there's a lot going on, but nothing really seems to be moving. I am going to give it a recommend for now. We'll see about the next issue. It is kind of an expensive hobby going through this story, though, when nothing, there's no action at all through the whole set. Then we get our Punchline story here, just very short. She's still getting ready for her trial. The rest of the, I think they're called the Royal Flush. They're a gang in the prison. Their leader, the Queen of Spades, got taken out by Punchline in the last issue. In the meantime, somebody's running this, like a TikTok survey of what they knew about Punchline. And so all these different students from Snyder College are giving their input. And Bluebird, who is the hero following Punchline around in this, is trying to figure out if she can garner some clues from all of this. But everybody's pretty different in here, and they're all giving their 2 cents worth. So Bluebird is talking to Leslie, who's kind of like, I guess, her computer comrade. And as the one friend hints towards Punchline's old dorm room to open it up, this is actually, this is her, it's either her old roommate or her friend from the college, I can't remember. But Bluebird has suspected this guy is the one. She's got the place staked out. She takes him down, and he leads her down to the thing and said, well, I only knew her as Alexis. I never really knew her as Punchline. So this is what's going on in her basement, this kind of, what would you call this, like a cathedral to the Joker, so to speak, an homage of all these different things. So that's what we got going on with this one. And at the end of the story, the new leader of the Royal Flush Gang wants to get Punchline taken out as well. So since she is contracted Orca, I guess that's who it is. Orca's Onslaught is the story of the next one for this one. So it's okay. I mean, I'm going to give it a recommend for now just because it hasn't really gone off the rails. It is a little bit wordy, especially the main story. Let's see what else we got in here real quick. We got Robin #1. This is an Infinite Frontier, excuse me. Joshua Williamson writing on that. That should be out shortly, if not already. Then we have a Batman Fortnite 0 Point comic coming out soon. That's April 20th. An ad for Superman and Lois. And then a Kubert School ad again. So that's it. I am going to give it the good excavating seal of approval for now, underneath the Joker's face here. But we'll see. It's on a tightrope right now whether I'm going to keep reading it or not. I'm going to go one more issue at least. If it doesn't get much better, I'm going to take away my seal of approval. But right now, I'm sticking with it. So thanks for stopping by and listening to my review. As always, please like, please subscribe, please leave comments. And we'll see you next time at the Temple of Tomes. As always, this is Indie Comics Jones bidding you adieu.